I'm talking today to Pawani Khandelwal, the founder and CEO of Aatm Nirbhar. Aatm Nirbhar's mission is to provide equal access to mobility as a basic right for every woman, and particularly from the economically backward section. Welcome, Pawani.
Thank you so much, Harsh sir, for having me here again. It is always a delight to talk to you, and more than that, I always learn something new. So I'm very excited about today's conversation.
So, Pawani, how in your work and life do you identify with ESG?
I am from Mathura, and from a very young age, I have been very inclined towards giving back to the community and doing community work. In fact, I started my first non-profit when I was 13 years old, where I used to bicycle to my farmhouse every day or, every week whenever we had a holiday from school and collect all the children around there and just teach them. Um, and as I grew up, I realized that a lot of women and youth have been left out from the mainstream. Even today, whenever I'm riding a bike or I'm riding a car, I have this default habit of counting how many women are on the road versus how many guys are on the road. And I do this in every city I go to or every new area I go to. And the ratio is barely 1:10 or 1:20, right? And then you come back home or you open your internet phones to see there is so much conversation happening around women empowerment. Everybody's talking about empowering women, and I feel like if so many women are getting empowered, why are they not moving out? Where are they going, right? If there are no women on the road, where are they? And I think that is the entire motivation behind starting Atmanirbhar. My mother wanted to learn how to ride a scooty. She wanted to take mobility in her own hands, and that is what inspired us to start Atmanirbhar. And I'm glad that today we've built a team that is capable enough of having trained 10,000 women so far, and is going to train millions of women, I know, in the coming years. So yes, I think that is the social aspect of ESG is something that moves me the most. Besides that, I think my family has also played a very important role in my life in understanding how important social inclusivity is, right? Whether you're a woman or you are somebody with mental health issues, right? Irrespective, if you are a human, irrespective of whatever tags you're carrying, social inclusivity is important. And while I was going through a severe phase of anxiety for almost 4 or 5 years in my life, my family and the people around me never made me feel like I was excluded, like I was not normal, or I did not deserve something because of this particular phase in my life, that I should have to let go of any opportunity. And I want to really pass on that same feeling of having every opportunity at your doorstep, irrespective of whatever tag you're carrying. So the S of social is something that I really resonate with. Um, and yeah, I hope we can keep creating more inclusive communities through ESG.
Pawani, you came back to me with some feedback on culture of ESG episodes. So is there anything in particular where you gained any insight from?
Yeah, actually, there are a couple of things where I really gained an insight from. In fact, one of these incidents just happened yesterday, right? Wherein I was thinking, so there's an episode where you say that E of empathy, service, ESG of empathy, service, and goodness of action, rather than ego, superficialness, and
Greed.
yeah, and greed, right? So there was this incident happening wherein there was somebody giving me a feedback about me in general, right, leading in the organization. And my my very first reaction was that of, right, like a lot of ego coming in, right, stepping in, and how dare you tell you know and then I gradually settled that in and kind of absorbed what they had to say, empathized with where they're coming from, and then heard them and then responded accordingly. And this is something that I've never done before because I'm a very impulsive reactor, especially to criticism. So yes, ESG has, as a leader, helped me handle criticism. I think it's helping me handle criticism now. But one thing that I really want to ask you is that while we say empathy, E is for empathy, and as a leader, you're expected. It's not even about expectation. I think you just empathize. That's the way to lead, to empathize with everybody in your organization. But do you also expect empathy in return? Like, do leaders get empathy in return in an organization?
So you're turning the table around. Well, I think the quick response would be that it is first giving and giving and giving as a leader, and then you can hope to receive.
Okay.
But giving comes before.
Yeah, so maybe in one of the episodes now we can also add E of expectations versus
I take that as an input.
yeah, G of giving.
Great. Good, Pawani. Very good. Thank you very much for this insight, Pawani. I think it's very valuable that people like you who are young, who have faced a life which was not easy in certain terms, and who have still found a niche to do something, or a niche which makes the society more inclusive and gives more power and independence to the women back in the villages. Great work you are doing. All the best for you and for the entire Aatm Nirbhar team.
Thank you so much, Harsh sir.
Thank you, Pawani.